they're all chasing the great Demetrious Johnson, but this man believes when all's said and done, he might go down as the greatest flyweight champion of all time. Tonight, a chance to join that elite class and realize his first UFC bout.
Yeah, he's trying to become the champion of the division that has had some really good champions, from Demetrious Johnson to Davison Figueiredo to Brandon Moreno. The list of fantastic champions at flyweight is not very long, but he feels that he can stand atop all those guys by the time his career is done. But it all starts tonight. You gotta win in your first opportunity.
And he did tell us this week he felt like the champion at times was ducking him, but the win streak became so long that there was no denying this title shot. Now we see what he can do with it. Triple C, Henry Cejudo, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. All right, here's the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC men's flyweight champion, and thank goodness this division stuck around. This dude's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
I mean, it would have sucked for the division to go away and him not be here. He's so good, and he has shown that regardless of the weight class, you can be exciting, you can finish people, and he continues to put distance between him and his challengers. He knows that tonight is going to be very difficult. He understands that the challenger is really good. But he told us in the fighter meeting, I will keep my belt, and I'm going to keep it for a real long time.
Well, and at times in the past, I remember we talked about this guy's weight cut, his discipline or lack thereof. He has nipped all those issues in the bud. As such, he's the man at 125 pounds. Demetrious Johnson finds himself in yet another big spot here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Henry Triple C Cejudo. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson!
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Well, so much UFC history has taken place here in Abu Dhabi, and plenty more where that came from tonight as we return to the Etihad Arena. This place is beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the Superdome a little bit.
I mean, outside of the color of the Superdome, it is not up to par with the Etihad Arena, but you make me take a shot at my own team. Yes, absolutely stunning venue, and the fights have been top-notch here.
Oh, body kick attempt here, it's no good. Oh, nice change up on the tempo there as the hook in the clinch lands by DJ. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, nice combination of elbows there by Cejudo.
He's going guillotine. You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard and drive his hips up into his opponent.
Working again for that submission.
It's always going to be a struggle, but this guy's intent to finish the fight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Big ground and pound.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Cejudo. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Getting them out here.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Ooh, it's tight. Under a minute now to go.
Let's work. I'm gonna stand you up. You need to work.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Johnson's in half guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
5 minutes in the books.
Awesome round. Very, very close to finishing. I need you to stay a little bit tighter. I need you to stay a little bit tighter and have patience, okay? Let's not force it.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Johnson going for the takedown, he misses. Back to the jab now, no good. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, well-disguised hip toss there to get his opponent down. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Johnson ground and pound from half guard. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Well, the ground and pound strikes to the body keep on coming. You gotta start to minimize the damage. Good work here by Johnson.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Johnson's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Johnson ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. 90 seconds to go now. Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. Oh, he scored with that uppercut. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too...
And now some distance as they pull apart.
It got defended, but it will give Henry the idea that takedown may be coming. Oh!
All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flipping him through. Great move. We love the big moves. They're very exciting.
All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick, and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, he doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Very fast jab lands.
Here's the kick, blocked by Johnson.
Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
Left hand.
He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking the takedowns off of his punches. Yeah, he's in half guard here.
Johnson's going for a choke here. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully. Beautiful ground and pound, and that would cut him.
About 2 minutes here to go in round 3.
Hard scramble, hard scramble. Come on now, you gotta get back to the start. Hey, hands up, protect your face.
All these actions, though, these big actions, gotta wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Gotta be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. 15 seconds remain in the round. There's another power takedown there.
Nice defense.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. He doesn't like that left hand.
Back to the feet. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Good work from the top here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Dizzy as he looks to improve position here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Cejudo. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
In the half guard.
Cejudo's back in full mount. Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. All right, half guard now, Nunn trying to set up a choke here. Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Relentless pressure from the top by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Cejudo. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4.
Stop!
All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, but not after serious damage was done. Great round there from Johnson.
Now, I want you to go down and put your combination straight down the middle. I need more of that. I want.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? You ready?
It is the 5th and final round.
And there's that jab. He does everything so well. And he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot. Fighter lands a nasty kick.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, looks like he is going for a hip toss here. Yes, he is, and with amplitude, able to take him down.
He got it. You know it. You know that it's coming, but he got it. He does a great job of disguising this technique. He is a fantastic judo player, and he did a great job of getting to his position.
Cejudo's in half guard. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Johnson's back in half guard. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Johnson's right back to the full mount. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Couple hammer fists there for good measure. trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Lead on hips. Let's go. Conjuring heavy shots. Go. Heavy shots.
2 minutes now to go in this one. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Johnson.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent here.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land.
We'll work with that jab. Jab lands.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Back to the single. All right, so the title fight goes the distance. I don't want to steal Bruce Buffer's thunder because he doesn't like that, but new UFC champion of the world you're looking at.
Yeah, he's the new champ. No matter how you want to look at it, he did enough to take the belt off the champion. He used his striking, his footwork, his beautiful movement in order to confuse the champion over the course of 5 rounds. He did enough. It's time to strap the belt around his waist.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Henry Triple C Cejudo!
All right, so after the full 25 minutes, we have a new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world. There is a new king of the flies at 125 pounds, and now it's going to be very exciting to see the contenders try to take this man out. But tonight, there is a new man atop the throne in this UFC flyweight division.